In-N-Out Burger is the latest business to announce they will close their doors at their location in Oakland, California. In a statement, the chief operating officer says this is due to ongoing issues with crime, citing car break-ins, property damage, theft, and armed robberies. The COO says the last day of business there in Oakland will be March 24th, 2024, after 18 years there. They say their top priority must be the safety and well-being of their customers and associates, saying, quote, "We cannot ask them to visit or work in an unsafe environment."
You know, this is one of the most spectacular cities in the world. And look, I'm very sensitive to this as a former mayor.
Yeah.
And I deeply appreciate the point you're making. I can give you statistics that bear fruit to a more objective look. One being Texas has higher violent crime rates and property crime rates.
Sure, but that's not an answer.
No one cares.
Isn't an answer.
And that's why I'm not going to give that.
You can't just say, well, yeah, but it's bad everywhere.
James, that's why I'm not giving that. I said because we're prone to do that.
You sort of did give that while not giving that.
But I wanted to make the point.
It's a damn shame. You can't even walk across the street to get some lunch without worrying about getting mugged, getting your car jacked, or something even worse happening to you. But that's the state of downtown Oakland, the Bay Area, San Francisco, and basically throughout the state of California, mainly in these large urban centers. So Kaiser, one of the largest employers, big medical company up there in California, they have advised their employees, look, you're here during the workday. We strongly advise that you bring your own lunch. Please bring your own lunch, or just eat in the building or something. But don't go down the street. Don't try to go to McDonald's. Don't try to go to In-N-Out. We just saw what happened to In-N-Out, how they're closing their only location up there, not because of sales, but because of crime in the area. So they're saying don't go to all of these restaurants because it's dangerous. You might not make it back, or you might make it back with a police report. Something might have happened to you. So let's take a look at this news clip about what's going on with Kaiser and what they said to their employees.
Do not leave the building at lunch. KTV has learned that Kaiser Permanente is telling its workers at its headquarters in downtown Oakland to stay inside, and it's all about worries over crime. The message comes after some Kaiser employees were robbed as they went to get something to eat. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Meeback.
New at 6 tonight, our crime reporter Henry Lee tells us while it's a message about staying safe, many disagree with what Kaiser is doing, including businesses that depend on those workers.
It's just kind of scary in general, not even just to go to work, but just kind of coming outside.
Ariel Crenshaw works for Kaiser Permanente, Oakland's largest private employer. The health plan has directed workers in Oakland to stay in their offices for work and lunch because of concerns over crime. Workers are being told to bring their own food or have it delivered.
I do agree.
Why?
Because just their safety for their employees. You know, if you can work at home, work at home. If you have to come in, just be safe about it.
In a memo issued last month and obtained by KTVU, Kaiser also tells workers not based in Oakland, don't have any meetings downtown, move them elsewhere, or have them online. It also says the Claremont Hotel in the Hills is the only hotel approved for business lodging. In a statement, Kaiser said in part, those recommendations remain in place for now. Kaiser Permanente is committed to ensuring the safety and security of our employees and physicians across all of our locations. We continually monitor our environments for concerns, review our practices, and strengthen them whenever possible. Many downtown merchants and other people who live and work in the area are taking issue with these directives.
And it is a little upsetting to hear that, because, everyone's trying to thrive, everyone's trying to, make business, it is pretty slow as it is.
I don't think you want to discourage people from walking around and kind of give in to the bad elements that are running around. I think quite the opposite. I think if there are more people on the streets, there will be less incidences.
I think it's overkill. Trauma's trauma, but to live under a rock because something bad might happen is traumatizing in its own way as well.
It would be a policy to destroy Oakland. Having a large corporation tell them to stay in the building and bring lunch from home is atrocious.
So it's clear safety is in the eye of the beholder. It's not clear if these directives from Kaiser will be permanent or not. In Oakland, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And late today, we did receive a response from the mayor of Oakland about Kaiser's decision to warn its employees. Mayor Sheng Tao saying Kaiser is a valued employer and partner in addressing community safety. Oakland is making progress in addressing community safety in our business districts where many of Kaiser's facilities are located.
So you see the mayor, she's trying to defend her city because obviously when you hear stuff like this, it can spread to other businesses. Next thing you know, you have thousands of employees who say, you know what, I'd rather bring my own lunch. I'd eat here at the cafeteria, the company cafeteria or something, but I'm not going to put money in the economy in the area where I work. So that's going to hurt the entire area. That's going to hurt the businesses. Now, this is an area already suffering from this C-19 shutdown. When they had the work from home craze, people like, oh, I don't have to rent office space. I can have all my employees work from home, all this and that. So that tremendously hurt the Bay Area because it became extremely popular in the Bay Area. And what they learned after the fact, even though these people should have seen this from the beginning, is that having people work from home hurts the economy, because when people are at the office, you have thousands of people in a couple of blocks, all these offices. Everybody got to eat. You got to get some gas or whatever. So all of the businesses around these companies, they're thriving because the companies are thriving. But when people start bringing their own lunch to work, or people are working from home, then the businesses are going to suffer. That's why that other guy, he was trying to discourage it because he works at one of these businesses. Like, no, I need you guys to come eat lunch over here because it's going to hurt us if you don't. But what's the core issue? Crime. They can't go eat lunch at your business. Mayor, you're saying, oh, you're working on it, but it's not enough because, again, businesses are fleeing. Employers are advising their employees, please bring your own lunch. Please don't go down the street because crime is rampant. So you have to shut this stuff down. You've been too soft on crime, retail theft, muggings, carjacking. Y'all need to be extremely strict on these people. Lock these people up. But y'all think, oh, if it's a Hispanic person, a Latino person, or if it's a black person, if we lock them up for stealing, then we must be racist. Because you guys have fallen into this left-wing ideology and you are plagued with white guilt. You think that it's a bad thing to lock away real criminals. We're not in the old Jim Crow days where innocent black men were just being beaten and hanged for nothing. If these guys are actually committing crimes, robbing jewelry stores, stealing cars, they need to be locked away. And that's going to discourage other people from doing it, especially when you make the punishments more severe. But I highly doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. And of course, the left-wing voters in the Bay Area and Oakland are going to continue to support these lunatic Democrats who are running their cities into the ground. So let's read a couple of excerpts here from some of the people at Kaiser, some of their experiences. I'll eat and walk around, do a few laps, but after those memos, I'm a little hesitant, said Kaiser employee Daniel Rubino, who worked at the medical center on Broadway. There's a lot of break-ins in the garages over here. Cars are set on fire, windows broken. This man had to put a kill switch in his car. At work, you park your car in a company parking garage, and you got to have a kill switch because while you at work in the office doing your thing, somebody might steal your car. God dang, I don't even know why people even live in these areas. Other large Oakland corporations are also providing security escort. Clorox and Blue Shield of California told CBS News Bay Area they hired additional security guards to walk workers to BART parking garages and restaurants. Blue Shield of California wrote in a statement, we are providing various options for when they come into the building, including ride-sharing service, paid parking, and private security. So you have to have an armed guard to walk you from the office to your car. That's how bad it is. You might run into a crackhead, might see some doo-doo on the ground, or you might get mugged at gunpoint right there in the parking garage. Because these criminals, they're just sitting there lurking, have nothing better to do, and the cops are not dragging these fools off the street. Downtown looks like a ghost town. It's very disheartening. Yep. So whose fault is that? The downtown economy is continuing to crash even after the stupidity of the C-19 shutdown. It's continuing to crash because we have soft on crime Democrat parties. So yeah, that's what's going on in Oakland. More devastation from the crime. You got businesses like In-N-Out, they're fleeing. And then you have other bigger businesses saying, look, we have to lock this place down. Got to have armed guards. Got to have people patrolling the building. Got to have our employees escorted with armed guards just to get in their dang car. And we have to tell these employees, please don't go down the street to get a sandwich because you might not make it back. So let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your thoughts below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.